They do. I say what they do. Your boy KD in the motherfucking building. What they do. Shout out to the real boxing fans out there. I say shout out to the real boxing fans out there. None of the fanboy nut huggers. They do. Hold on, let me mute this motherfucker. Shout out to the real boxing fans out there. None of the nut huggers. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Miami-Dade County, Florida. The crib. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody that rep their city. Shout out to y'all. You heard? We here. We in the building. I say we in the building. Let me make sure we get everything together, man. Let me make sure we got all the shit straight. Let me make sure we good. Let me make sure we good. Hold on a sec. Hold on a sec. Right in this string here. Hold on. Leave that right there. All right, what I do, everybody in the building, man. Y'all know what the fuck. Y'all see what the title is of this video, man. Y'all see what the title is of this video, man. We had a fight went down last weekend, man, and I'm just now talking about it. I realize I'm late to the party, but fuck it. Better late than never. I realize I'm late to the party, but fuck it. Better late than never. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, man. Let everybody out here know we talk boxing. You heard? Let everybody out there know we talk boxing. But yes, sir, we had a fight that took place this weekend, man. Jermall Charlo versus Juan Montiel. Went down this weekend or last weekend, should I say, man. And Jermall Charlo fought tooth and nail with a dude that nobody's ever heard of. You know what I'm saying? Jermall Charlo went back and forth with a dude that nobody's ever really heard of. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm not here to knock Jermall Charlo at the end of the day, man, for that performance, because it's boxing. You know, you never know how somebody's gonna perform. You feel me? You never know how somebody's gonna perform. My guy G Park in the building. My boy said my boy been MIA. What's good, champion? Yes, sir. Yeah, I've been MIA, man. Been handling some business. You know what I'm saying? Got my daughter here for the summer, man. So you know how that go. You know what I'm saying? You know how that go. You don't really have too much time for nothing else but the kids nearby, but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But we had a fight go down, man, last weekend, man, and Jermall Charlo fought tooth and nail with a dude that nobody's ever heard of, you know? And first and foremost, we let's just start by congratulating Jermall Charlo for the victory. You know what I'm saying? A victory is a victory. You know what I'm saying? No matter who you beat. Whether you beat the Uber driver or the cab driver, no matter who you beat, he beat somebody. My guy Mango Juice 07 in the building. Salute King David. Charlo looking crazy out here in these streets. Oh, yeah, man. Oh, yeah. You know, we're going to talk about both Charlos tonight, man, honestly. You know what I'm saying? Because, little Charlo or big Charlo, however you want to put it, little big Charlo, whatever the fuck. Jermall Charlo been talking crazy as fuck, too. Both them dudes just don't need to talk no more, man. Like, for real, dog. Both them dudes need to get a third-party fucking translator for them, you know what I'm saying? Or a PR person, somebody that do the talking for them. Because every time they open up their mouth, they say some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? They contradict themselves. They end up saying some shit and then taking it back. And then, they just end up making themselves look worse and worse every single time that they speak, man. And they just really shouldn't talk, man. They should take the Al Heyman approach, man. They should do no interviews. They just shouldn't talk, man. Period. Jermall Charlo the other day said that what did he say? Race doesn't matter in boxing. The dude talking about the most racist sport, period. You know what I'm saying? The most race-driven sport that you could possibly have, you know? And then saying race doesn't matter. Now, he came back after that and said, well, race doesn't matter. That's not what I mean. Race didn't matter in the Wilder fight, which is still some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Because we see that that's race-driven as well. We see that whole situation as race-driven. You know what I'm saying? Because if Tyson Fury was a black dude, he probably would have been suspended. He probably would have been expelled from the sport if he was black. All the things against him, all the the accusations of cheating, the loaded gloves, and all that shit, man. He probably would have been kicked out of the sport a long time ago if he was a black dude. And those is just facts. So for Jermall to say some bullshit like that is just crazy as fuck to me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. You know what I mean? And then you got Jermall on the other hand, man. He fights this dude, Juan Montiel. He fights tooth and nail with him. You know what I'm saying? Tooth and nail. With a dude nobody ever heard of. And then after he gets out of the fight, you know what I'm saying? All lumped up, bruised up, beat up, swole ass eye, blood clots all in his nose. After he gets out of the fight and they ask him about a possible unification with Demetrius Andrade, in one breath he says he'll unify, but in another breath he says he needs to fight Juan Montiel. When earlier he said this and earlier he said that. He just saying all these different things, man, putting up all these different roadblocks to the fight. Putting up all these different roadblocks to the fight, man. Well, it's like at the end of the day, man, who are you fighting, bro? Who are you fighting? He says that he's trying to like get Canelo in the ring right now. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, man, I mean, Jermall Charlo. You trying to fight Canelo at 168 pounds, you at 160, but you're not even trying to fight the dudes in your division. You're not even trying to fight dudes that's right there in your division, sitting there looking at you in your face, ready for the smoke. You know what I'm saying? Mango Juice 07 says, I still rock with twin champions as boxers, but I can't defend outside shenanigans. Absolutely, man. And the shenanigans, I rock with them boys too, man. The dudes are good fighters, man. They champions. They champions in their own right. You know what I'm saying? Both of them. But again, man, these dudes need to just stop talking, dog. They need to hire somebody to talk for them or something. I mean, they got enough money. They can afford it. Hire somebody to talk for you, man. Because every time y'all open up y'all mouth, y'all end up saying some shit that just make y'all look worse and worse and worse. You know what I'm saying? My guy G Parker says, I still got to ride with Charlo. I'm loyal. And that's the beauty of boxing when shit don't go like we think. G Parker, I know you finna be loyal to them boys, man. Yes, sir. You a true fan, boy. You a true fan of G Parker. You know what I mean? But them dudes, man, them dudes, man. What you think about I'm finna drop this link in a second, bro. We ain't gonna do no real long thing, but I'm finna drop this link. I want to talk some boxing tonight. But as far as the performance, what you think about that performance, man? A lot of people saying Jermall didn't come out in the best, he ain't had the best training camp and all this and all that. But honestly, man, I don't think super highly of Jermall. I think Jermall is better than Jermall, man, to be real with you. I think Jermall got better skills. I think Jermall is more well-rounded of a fighter than Jermall. I think Jermall can't fight on the inside. I think Jermall can't. He doesn't know how to shorten up his punches. He looked real awkward trying to shorten up his punches. You know what I'm saying? As opposed to Jermall, who can fight on the inside. He know how to shorten up his punches. He can throw the straight punches. You know what I'm saying? He can get deep down in there. You know what I mean? He has a little bit of more versatility than Jermall. You know what I'm saying? I think Jermall will get beat, man. Jermall, this is why he's avoiding certain people. He'll fuck around and get beat. For real, for real. He'll fuck around and get beat. Him and Triple G. I used to think that Jermall would run through Triple G. I'm not so sure no more. I'm not so sure. I think that's a close fight. 50-50, maybe even 60, maybe even 55-45. Triple G favor, honestly, based on what I saw. Because if Triple G can close the distance, man, and bring the fight to the inside, I think Jermall will have all kind of issues. Jermall will have all kind of issues, man. Not able to shorten them punches up, man. Look real awkward trying to shorten them punches up and fight on the inside. You know, Jermall gets hit a lot. And honestly, I don't know about the power. Is the power really there? I mean, who has Jermall really knocked out at 160 pounds? You know, all the knockouts we remember from Jermall Charlo were at 154 pounds, but who is he knocked out at 160? You know what I'm saying? Of note. And the level of opposition that he's been fighting at 160 has been low. So you ain't been really knocking nobody out at 160. You know what I'm saying? But you ain't really been knocking nobody out at 160. But you're supposed to get in there. You know what I mean? You a power guy? You a power punching guy? You know what I mean? Not really. Jermall look a real suspect out here in these streets, man. Skill wise, level of competition wise, all the shit he's saying wise. You know what I'm saying? And then you want to come out your face and say Andrade is a terrible fighter, but you ain't willing to step in the ring with him. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people out here talking about, well, Al Heyman this, Al Heyman that. Look, man, I don't care if it's Al Heyman. I don't care if it's Jermall. I don't care if it's Jermall. I don't care who it is. If it's somebody from Jermall Charlo team stopping the fight, it's a duck, pretty much. That's all there is to it. Mango Juice 07 says, bruh, why Maul be sounding like he trying to rap, answer and press? Absolutely. With half sentences and phrases, he be killing me. Yeah, bro. Like, bro, you know I did that live a few weeks ago with this dude. How he be out here stuttering, man. You know what I'm saying? He be sounding like one of them, like a fucked up dirt bike. You know what I mean? Stuttering and stumbling, but he only starts stuttering and stumbling when he, you know, when you ask him about real competition and he starts stuttering and stumbling. You know what I'm saying? G Parker says, I will admit they switched Jermall. Jermall has become the better fighter, but I still see Jermall getting it done with Andrade. But he looked bad with the talking and not fighting. Oh, yeah, man. G, he looked real bad with that, man. He looked real bad with that. But honestly, man, he don't. I mean, Juan Montiel, bro, like, I mean, before that Jermall Charlo fight, right? Where was Juan Montiel ranked? Was he even ranked in the top 10? I know he's ranked now. I know he's ranked like number 5 now, but when you fight a champion and you lose to a champion, that boosts your rank. So where was he ranked before Jermall fought him? So Jermall went fishing for this dude. He went fishing for this dude, man. He pulled out his goddamn fishing rod, threw out his line, you know what I'm saying? And went cherry picking, looking for Juan Montiel. And then come to find out, Juan Montiel gives him the hardest fight of his career. You know what I'm saying? One of the hardest fights of his career, because the Matt Korobov fight was another fight where he was struggling real heavy. And again, when has who is Jermall Charlo really knocked out on 160 pounds? He gets in there with somebody like Andrade or Triple G. I don't know. Based on this performance tonight, I see why he ain't really looking for no smoke right now. You heard? I can see why. And here he is again saying he gonna fight Andrade, but now again he gotta fight Andrade. Got to fight Juan Montiel first. Come on, bro. I'm finna drop this link real quick for y'all boys. Well, Jaime Munguia ducked him, so I guess Montiel was next in line. I don't think Jaime Munguia was in the top 10. I don't think so. I know he was in there. I know he's in there now. I got the WBC rankings pulled up right now. You know what I'm saying? I got the WBC rankings pulled up right now. So if you look at Juan Montiel, he's on there. He's on there now, but I don't know that he was on there before. I got Falcao, I got Mateo Sanigi, I got Hugo Centeno is on there. He fought that dude already. Toriano Johnson. I mean, you know, none of these dudes, man, you know, None of these dudes are really up there like that. You know, none of these dudes, anybody's really clamoring to see them fight. And Mugia did duck. We can't take that pressure off of Mugia because he did duck. He ducked both Andrade and Charlo. Slipped and slided his way up out of that goddamn fight. You know what I'm saying? But you know, at the end of the day, Jermall Charlo could have fought. He could have fought Andrade already. He could have fought Andrade instead of this dude. He could have unified. You know, that's 100% on him right there. I'm gonna drop this link. Hold on, let me drop this link. Drop this link, man. How long? Where we at? Where we at? Here we go. Copy. Session. Let's drop this link. Yeah, man. Mango Juice said you said somebody named Sanagi. I swear to God, that's that man name, Sanagi. You know what I'm saying? Some shit like that, man. I don't, 160 looking hella weak. 160 looking hella weak. Seleki's on there. But Andrade. And if you notice, man, Andrade beat Selecki. He beat Williams. You know what I'm saying? Derby and Chico, Jermall already beat. Montiel. If you look at WBC rankings, Montiel, Jermall beat. These dudes are beating everybody in the top. They're fighting everybody else but each other. You know what I'm saying? Charlo next fight probably gonna be this dude, Esquilva Falco. That's probably gonna be his next fight, man. From Italy. No, from Brazil. Or the dude Mateos Sanagi. Some shit like that. That's probably gonna be his next fight. Probably next year or some shit like that. I don't have no faith that he's actually trying to fight Demetrius Andrade at all. It's gonna be somebody like that. It's gonna be somebody that will just allow that'll just make for a fight. Somebody that's just gonna take the fight. It's gonna be somebody like that. I got no faith. Canelo is not gonna fight that dude. Canelo ain't fighting him. And for the people that say because Jermall had a bad performance versus Canelo, a bad performance that Canelo should be looking at the fight. Canelo need at least 2 bad performances in order for him to consider fighting. Canelo need to see you look bad twice. You know what I'm saying? He need 2 bad performances in order for him to actually think about actually fighting. You know what I'm saying? For real. So if Jermall come out next year and he looks bad versus who's this dude? Esquilva Falco or Mateo Sanigi. If he looks bad against one of them dudes, then Canelo might fight him next year. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, Canelo ain't fighting that dude. It ain't happening. G Parker says, damn, bro, you at work? I can't tap in on this one. I would love to see Charlo Andrade. The winner get Canelo. Yeah, man. I mean, in a perfect world, that's how it's supposed to go, G. You know what I'm saying? In a perfect world, that would what you talking about? That would have happened maybe about 4 years ago in a perfect world. You know what I'm saying? In a perfect world, that would have happened about 4 years ago. Winner get Canelo. But in this boxing climate, man, it just ain't happening, man. Dudes ain't fucking with it. Dudes ain't trying to risk nothing. Dudes ain't trying to go for greatness no more. Dudes is just trying to collect a check. And I get it. You know what I'm saying? You making $10 million a year, just fighting anybody who you can, I ain't trying to call nobody bums, but you fighting lackluster competition. If you can get $10 million or $5 million, whatever, a year fighting lackluster competition, I mean, if you ain't really got no desire to call yourself the best, why not? Why not do it? And it's clear to me that Jermall Charlo ain't really got no desire to call himself the best. He's just one of them dudes out here just fighting whoever he can fight to get a paycheck. But just as much pressure as we got out here for for Jermall Charlo, we got to put pressure on Triple G, man. Triple G out here trying to go after what's the dude Murata over there. Triple G ain't fought since last year. Triple G over here doing the same thing, man. You know, these dudes that are supposed to be at the top, they're not looking to fight nobody. You know. For real, for real. G Parker say, what do you feel is the problem with boxing and why is there so much ducking, man? Oh man. I feel like there's several layers to that, man. First layer is I feel like fighters are getting paid too much. I feel like that's a part of the problem. You know, fighters are just getting paid too much. I feel like they have a little bit too much control over their career. You know, which is good for them that they got control over their career, but it's bad for the fans because if you're a fighter and you got a whole lot of control over your career, you can fight whoever you want to fight and get paid big money to fight who you want to fight. Then why not? Why not go ahead and just get it in? You know what I'm saying? And fight and fight Joe Blow over there working at Publix. You know what I'm saying? Why not fight the bag boy? You know what I'm saying? They get $5-10 million. You know? Those are just getting paid a little bit too much these days. And there's no real incentive for them to go after the top competition. You know? Pride and that warrior spirit and that drive to be the best, that's just something that don't really exist no more. You know? Dudes gotta be 100% confident that they can either win a fight or 100% confident that they're gonna make double, triple, maybe even quadruple more than whatever they make normally. You know what I'm saying? In order to be able to cash out and ride off into the sunset if they lose, which I kind of get to a certain extent because boxing is unforgiving. Dude lose one fight, everybody feel like they done and washed up. You know what I'm saying? But that ain't no excuse, you know? And the people that avoid fights need to be called out for avoiding fights, point blank, period. If you ducking, then motherfucker, you need to be called out for ducking, period. I don't care what your reasoning is, you avoiding competition. You know? You avoiding competition. Jermall Charlo is avoiding Demetrius Andrade. It is what it is. Whether you feel like he could beat Andrade or not, the dude don't want to fight. And he proves it over and over and over and over again with his words, with his actions. You know? And in the ring here, struggling against Juan Montiel. What if that was Jaime Munguia in the ring with Jermall Charlo and he came in the ring looking like that? You think Jermall Charlo would have won? How many of y'all think Jermall Charlo would have won that fight if he would have came in there versus Jaime Munguia, fighting like how he fought this dude Juan Montiel? G Parker say, but they turning down money to keep a belt and an O in the L column. Yeah. You know, I'm trying to tell you, those is face. And here go the thing, man. Here go the thing too, G, right? Here go the thing that these fighters don't understand. You're going in here and you fighting dudes and you're going tooth and nail with people that dudes have never heard of, okay? And you looking bad out here on these streets. When really you would have made, you could have came out here, you could have had probably nobody would have said anything crazy if he would have looked kind of shaky versus Demetrius Andrade or another top fighter. You know what I'm saying? Nobody would have said nothing if he would have looked shaky in a fight with a dude, with a top guy, you know. But when you go in there and you try to cherry pick and you look bad out there, then people are gonna have all the smoke for you. What if he would have fucked around and lost that fight? Every time you jump in the ring with a top quality opponent, every time you jump in the ring, period. Shit, I don't care who you fighting, whether you fighting the dude that works at Chipotle or you fighting Floyd Mayweather. There's a chance that you can lose. You know, there's a chance that you can lose. Granted, you know, the probability of you losing is much lower, but why risk? Why take that risk to get in the ring to fight subpar opposition? You know what I'm saying? And risk losing to subpar opposition rather than taking that same chance and risk losing to a top quality fighter that everybody recognizes to be one of the best in the world, and having the gratification of unifying in a division. You know what I'm saying? Charlo, I don't think he's ever been Jermall. I'm sorry, Jermall. I don't think he's ever been unified. Never been a unified champion in his division. When he retires, he will be forgotten about quickly. When Jermall Charlo retired, man, I mean, shit, dudes ain't gonna lose a wink of sleep out here, for real, for real. Cause the dude ain't really do nothing with his career, and when he had opportunities to, you know, dude could have fought Landy Lara. They was in the same gym, I think, at the same time. He could have fought Landy, but he damn sure could have fought Demetrius Andrade. Damn sure could have did that. Canelo was ducking him, but I mean, you had opportunities to do things, you know. But yeah, man, you know, Jermall, man, them dudes are real disappointed to me right now, man. Them dudes are real disappointed to me right now. And then the way that they going about handling Demetrius Andrade to begin with, man, is just real suckerish. It's real suckerish. You know, the media is gonna keep asking you about Demetrius Andrade. They're gonna keep questioning you about it. You know, and for you to take the Canelo route and say, oh, that's a terrible fighter, like that's some sucker shit, man. That's some real sucker shit. He's a terrible fighter. Now you pulling on Canelo dick? Come on, bro. You ain't even got your own original material. Come on, bro. G Parker say, gotta agree with you. So his legacy depends on Canelo and Andrade. I mean, those are the top dudes right now. GGG, if he can get GGG in there too, you know, get the other champions in the ring. You know, dude has never unified ever. You know what I'm saying? If he can get GGG in the ring, but the thing is, GGG ain't gonna fight him. GGG gonna fight this dude Murata, and I hope Murata beat GG ass. I hope he beat his ass. GGG gonna fight this dude Murata, and then maybe fight a few more bums and probably gonna retire. You know what I'm saying? And I don't like using the bum word, but he's gonna fight the lower level oppositions, and he probably gonna ride off into the sunset. That's literally what GGG gonna do. What I want, man, is for GGG and Charlo. If y'all not trying to do nothing in division, just move the fuck up, man. Move up, move down, do something, man. Get up out the division, bro. Get up out the division, because the division don't need you, bro. You just holding up a belt. We need people out here like Andrade, like Terrence Crawford. We need dudes out here that are willing to fight everybody, that's willing to unify, that's willing to become undisputed. We need dudes out here holding belts like that. We don't need dudes like Triple G who want to fight number 10 in the ranking. You know what I'm saying? We don't need dudes like Jermall Charlo who want to fight Juan Montiel, who to me wasn't even ranked in the WBC in the top 10 before this fight. We don't need dudes like that that's looking to just hold up the division and juggle the belt and not do shit with it. You know what I'm saying? Dudes ain't doing nothing with that belt. Them dudes using the belt as a coaster. Them dudes ain't doing nothing with the belt. We don't need dudes like that holding up the division, man. You know what I'm saying? This shit is really upsetting, man. Dudes taking opportunities. Dudes are fighting, getting in the ring with subpar opposition only to risk losing. What if Jermall Charlo would have got knocked out versus Juan Montiel? That would have been the worst thing that ever happened in his career. You rather risk losing to Juan Montiel than risk losing to Demetrius Andrade? I would rather lose to Demetrius Andrade than lose to Juan Montiel. Nobody knew who Juan Montiel was before this fight, but guess what? Everybody know who Juan Montiel is now after this Charlo fight. Juan Montiel done got some clout off of Charlo name right now at this point. You know what I'm saying? Was what I'm trying to say. For real, for real. You know what I'm saying? But we'll see what happens, man. We'll see what happens, man. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens with Jermall Charlo, man. This dude here. We'll see what happens with him, man. Um, man, oh man, oh man. I really need for some good fights to happen out here, man. In the middleweight division, man. I really need something to happen out here in middleweight. Middleweight has been stuck for the longest. Middleweight has been stuck for the longest, man. Just in obscurity. It's been an obscure division for the longest time, bro. Middleweight has just been obscure for the longest time. Ever since Sergio Martinez got beat by Miguel Cotto, middleweight has been obscure. Super, super obscure. Ever since Triple G went on his quest, his low opposition quest, his low-level opposition quest, ever since Triple G decided he was going to fight the dude at Chipotle, the dudes that worked at Pollo Tropical, the McDonald's worker, ever since Triple G decided that he was going to go on his reign of terror, beating anybody, and I do mean anybody, the middleweight division has just been gone down, man. It just really has, you know. Just really, really, really has. You know. It's crazy. G Parker says Jermall does not seem like he lost his hunger. Does seem like he lost his hunger for the sport. Yeah, man, you got these dudes out here getting paid too much, man. I mean, you ever seen Jermall, them Charlo twins, they mansions? They got huge ass mansions over there in Texas, man, like wings and shit. Like the west wing and a south wing and shit to their house. You know what I'm saying? The dudes got basketball courts in their house. They live in a little too luxurious for dudes that ain't really do shit. You know what I'm saying? They live in a little too lavish for dudes who ain't really accomplished much in their careers. Yeah, they undefeated. Yeah, they 2-time world champions, but I mean, y'all 30 years old. Y'all barely got 30 fights. You know? Y'all got dudes in y'all division y'all haven't fought. So Jermall, Jermall a little bit, he's better than Jermall for sure. I mean, Jermall, he's getting ready to be undisputed. But I mean, if you really want to think about it, even with Jermall, this is Jermall's only weight division he's been at. Jermall has never moved up or down in weight. Jermall has been at junior middleweight his entire career. And he's just now, maybe, and I say maybe because he could fuck around and lose to Brian Castano. He could fuck around and lose to that dude. You know what I'm saying? He could fuck around and lose to Brian Castano. He's been at middleweight this entire time and just now about to become undisputed. When you got dudes like Terrence Crawford who then won a belt in one division, became undisputed in another division, moved up another division. You got Demetrius Andrade that won a belt at junior middleweight, got stripped of that belt, came back, won another belt at junior middleweight, 2-time world champion, went up another weight division, won a belt at that weight, and then you got Jermall Charlo who's been at one weight class this entire time. Just now about to become undisputed. After all this time, you got Jermall Charlo, who won a belt at junior middleweight, moved up, won another belt. You know what I'm saying? My guy G Parker say, "Welcome to Houston. Big ass houses for the low. Yes, sir, man. Yes, sir. The big ass houses over there got a nigga want to move though. For real, for real. Them houses is huge as hell. You know what I'm saying? I ain't mad at that at all. Shit. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, dudes ain't really, dudes living a little too lavishly, man. They, I could live, I could live off $5 million a year. You know what I mean? $10 million a year. I can live off that pretty comfy, cozy. Fighting nobody, really. Or fighting dudes that's just ranked in the top 10, you know what I'm saying? Not really trying to challenge myself or push myself. I can do some shit like that. You know? I think ultimately, man, we all want to see, even whether you like Andrade, whether you don't like Andrade, whether you like Charlo, whether you don't like Charlo, we all as boxing fans want to see Andrade versus Charlo. We all want to see that shit, man. The fight just makes sense, period. We all want to see them dudes fight Triple G. It just makes sense. We all want to see them dudes fight Murata. Shit just makes sense. You know what I'm saying? But middleweight has just been stalled. You know. But on to Jermall real quick, man. Jermall made that crazy ass comment about Black Lives or how, what he say? What the fuck he said, man? He say race don't matter in boxing or race don't matter and shit like that. That was one stupid ass comment that Jermall made, bro. That was one dumb ass comment. That really was. I'm so glad he walked that shit back. Because that was stupid as hell. That was a dumb ass comment. You know? Why would you even? He going so hard to hate on Deontay Wilder that he just came out and said some stupid ass shit. G Parker say, I don't want to see GGG fight nobody. Well, the thing is, GGG got a bill. So I whether we want to see him fight anybody or not, he need to fight somebody. Either that or give up the belt and get the fuck up out of the division or do whatever you're gonna do. Retire. I don't know. GGG need to fight somebody. If you got a belt, you need to fight. You know what I'm saying? If you got a belt, you need to fight, man. You know what I mean? These dudes ain't trying to fight. And that's the problem. Triple G took 2 losses to Canelo. That's the highlight of his career. You know what I mean? I don't understand. If I'm Triple G, I don't understand why, how much longer does Triple G really plan on fighting? You know what I'm saying? Because if I'm Triple G, I'm thinking, well, okay, well, I'm 37. I think Triple G like 37, 38 right now at this point. I'm 37, I'm 38. You know what I'm saying? Shit, my career about to be a wrap. Let me just go on and go out with I already took 2 losses, so I'm not undefeated. Let me go ahead and go out with a bang. Let me fight these top guys here in this division. Let's really shake up the division. You know what I'm saying? If I'm Triple G, I don't understand why he moving the way he moving. Triple G moving like a prospect, or undefeated prospect, 14-0. That's how Triple G moving right now. Like, come on, bro. G Parker say, yeah, he took an L on that comment. I can't support nor endorse that type of shit. Race matters and everything, unfortunately. And those are just facts, man. A black dude living in Houston, Texas, gonna say some bull ass shit like that. I don't even understand. That shit never came out your goddamn mouth. And I heard he typed it. So here go the thing, right? So when you say some shit like that, okay, we can kind of give you a little bit of a pass because maybe you blurted that shit out and you just didn't you ain't really have a chance to think about it. But I heard that Jermall actually typed that shit. He actually put that shit typed it up, proofread it, you know what I'm saying, and then sent it. And then after he sent it, when you send some shit, you could retract that shit. You could delete it. Take it off of there. You know what I'm saying? You say, hold on, that was stupid. And then take it back. You know what I'm saying? But he typed it up, proofread it, sent it, and then didn't retract it. My guy Mango Juice 07 says, I want GGG to get KO'd by Murata or whatever, or whoever he discovers for a duck and smoke with Andrade and Charlo. Oh, that'd be so beautiful, man, if Murata was to somehow knock out Triple G. Man, I'd be so happy. I do. Hey, man, if that happens, because I heard that fight is gonna happen, probably in December. I'm gonna come out here and do a 5-hour live stream. Fuck all that. You know what I'm saying? Fuck all that. We're gonna be partying after that. You know, we're gonna be partying after that. Cause you know, when you're a dude that just goes out of your way to avoid competition and then you turn around and get knocked out anyway, it's like why do like Ryan Garcia? He went out of his way to avoid Devin Haney. Like went out of his way. This dude was about to fight in his second eliminator. Went out of his way to avoid Devin Haney. If he fucked around and got knocked out by Javier Fortuna after doing all that shit to avoid Devin Haney, like you, I mean, if you lose to the top guy, you lose to the top guy. People can respect it. But if you fuck around, you avoid the top guy because you're trying to preserve your career or whatever, and you fuck around and get knocked out by the dude that you was trying to, you know what I'm saying? Like if Jermall Charlo would have got knocked out by Juan Montiel, that would have been the worst ever defeat that you could like. And dude really got rocked by Juan Montiel a few times, got hurt a few times. Dude's eye was swole up. He was getting touched up. He was getting touched up by Juan Montiel, man. You know, touched all the way the fuck up. You know. G-Pac can say, fuck Ryan Garcia too. Oh, yeah, facts. Fuck that clown ass dude, man. That dude is a clown, bruh. He a circus clown, bruh. Ryan Garcia, man. I don't. Man, I'm just glad he don't got no belt. You know what I'm saying? I'm just happy Ryan ain't got no belt. He just right now he on some bullshit, but he ain't holding nothing up at least. You know, he ain't holding nothing up. He just over there on the side on some clown shit. Fine, you over there on you ain't got no belt. I don't really care. Fine, do whatever you gonna do. You want to fight Logan Paul or Jake Paul next? Go ahead and do it. You ain't got no belt. Fine, I don't care. I don't respect you as no fighter, but do what you want. It's fine. You know. Because if this dude had a belt, I can only imagine how he would move. You know, I could just imagine how he would move if he had a belt. So let's just all thank the boxing gods that dude ain't got no damn belt. You know, for real, for real. You know what I'm saying? But back to Triple G. Back to Triple G. If he fought Murata, this Murata fight that's gonna happen. If this dude Ryota Murata knocked out Triple G, man, that would truly be a blessing from the heavens, man. For real, for real. That would truly be a blessing from the heavens if Triple G was to get knocked out by this dude Ryota Murata. Because I think that dude Murata would actually turn around and fight people. He's also another dude that got a few losses, man. You know, and these dudes that have 2 losses, 3 losses, it's like, man, why not just step in the ring versus the top guys, man? You done already lost before, man. You know, fuck it. You ain't preserving no O. Just go after the biggest fights, man, and look to be great. You know, I don't understand these dudes' way of moving right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you preserving? You know? Why not go after the biggest fights? Who's gonna pay you more at middleweight than a Demetrius Andre, a Jermall Charlo, or Triple G? And he's fighting Triple G. But if he fights Triple G and he beats Triple G, then the next big fight would be either Andrade or Charlo. So why not fight one of them dudes? And I seen a Ryota Murata interview. I think he would end up fighting one of them dudes. I think that he would do it. You know, I would hope it wouldn't be a whole year later, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't think that dude Murata's fought since 2019. I think he's been off a year. I don't know if he's been injured. I don't know what the fuck's been going on with his career, but you know, I would hope it wouldn't take a whole year for that shit to happen. You know, and he would step into the ring with either Jermall Charlo or Demetrius Andrade almost right away. You know. Let's talk a little bit about a fight that I heard that might be happening though. I heard that this fight might be going down. That's Demetrius Andrade versus Chris Eubank Jr. I heard that might be going down. You know what I'm saying? I heard that was in talks. You know, and I think that's a dope ass fight. I think that's a real dope fight. If I'm Andrade, I'm not waiting on Charlo, man. I'm not waiting on that dude, bro. That dude's for the last 6 years has been saying that he wants to fight and he wants to fight, and then come time to make the fight, and he don't want to make the fight. So fuck all that. So apparently, Lil Birdie went out a few weeks ago, maybe like 3-4 weeks ago, that they were trying to make Chris Eubank Jr. versus Demetrius Andrade, and I think that's a dope ass fight. You know, it's a dangerous fight for Chris Eubank because I know that he's trying to. I know he's been working with Roy Jones and he's been trying to incorporate that style, you know, into his repertoire, that little Roy Jones type style, you know. But so it's kind of dangerous for him. But that would be a real good fight, man. That'd be a real good fight. I like the fighter that Chris Eubank Jr. is becoming. He's becoming a fighter that has multiple dimensions. But for me, if I'm matchmaking him, I'm not putting him with Andrade at this point because he hasn't really mastered that Roy Jones style. He's only had one fight fighting like that. You know what I mean? You know. G Parker says, I can get with that fight. Eubank got that scrap in him. He does. He's definitely a dog, you know. Earlier in his career, I always thought he was a little limited. You know what I mean? Like his punch selection was very limited. He was always one of those dudes who just came straight forward, you know, and went for the body, you know, and just was real tough. He always had like a toughness about him, a real ruggedness about him. You know what I'm saying? But you know, he was always one of those dudes. So you know he gonna come to fight. You know, but he always seemed like one dimensional. That's why he would get beat by dudes like what's that dude's name, man? The British dude. I forget his name, man. Shit. What's that dude's name, man? Hold on. Chris Eubank Jr. This gonna kill me. I gotta look it up right now. It's gonna kill me if I don't look it up. Hold on. Chris Eubank Jr. Chris Eubank. Let me look this shit up. What's that dude's? George Groves. That's what I'm thinking about. George Groves, you know? That's why he can get outboxed by dudes like George Groves, you know? Because he was always a little one-dimensional, you know? But with this new adaptation or this new this new Roy Jones style, it kind of gives him some more dimensions. You know what I'm saying? Because Roy Jones is one of those dudes who fights at different distances, you know, and gives a lot of angles, you know. He was just one of those natural ability dudes, but there's a level of skill and a level of technical skill that goes into what he does, similar to kind of how what Lomachenko does, you know. Just giving angles and just giving different looks, you know. So for him to be able to kind of incorporate those two kinds of styles, a pressure style and as one look, and then another look as a Roy Jones kind of style where you kind of a lot of head movement, a lot of punches and bunches, you know what I'm saying, a lot of angles. You know, it makes for a very, very interesting, it makes for a very difficult opponent for anybody that steps into the ring with him. Mango Ju 07 says, I heard that Andre versus Eubank Jr. I heard that too. Andre versus Eubank Jr. Haven't heard details, but I guess no news is good news until they accept / negotiate. Like absolutely, man. You know, it just came out real quick that they were negotiating. That was probably like maybe a few weeks after Andre fought. Then you just heard a little bit that they was negotiating. You know what I'm saying? And then you ain't really hear nothing else. You know, but You know, that's how I like negotiations to go. Hey, they start a negotiation, then you don't hear nothing else till the fight is done. You know, because when you got a lot of people reporting on certain fights being done, then usually the fights don't happen because you know all that split shit get in the way, all that fuck shit. You know what I mean? Well, really, we just need the fight to get done. Like I don't need to hear all the different reports on the status. I don't need to hear terms agreed to. Both fighters said yes. Both fighters agree. MGM grand. I don't need to hear all that shit. I just need to know the fight is done, the date, the venue. I just need the details once the shit is done. And I heard that they started negotiations, and I hope that's going well. Andre has been, if you really think about Andre has been really silent. You know what I'm saying? He's been kind of silent. Now he did go at Jermall Charlo because he had to like respond to Charlo because Charlo, after that whole terrible fighter comment, Andre had to respond to that shit. You know what I'm saying? Which, by the way, the response was golden. Let me just read the response real quick. The response was golden. You know what I'm saying? Like no hate, no crazy shit, nothing. Just pure, just pure facts. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, what a goddamn. Look at that motherfucker saved in here somewhere. Hold on. Shit, I had that motherfucker in here somewhere. I don't know where it's at now. Had it in here somewhere. I don't know where it's at now. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. I cannot find the tweet no more, man. Hold on, bro. Man, I'm gonna just paraphrase this shit. Andre said some shit like, he said some shit like Twin Charlo. Well, he said something like Jermall said this, and then he turned around and saying that, like, you know, just him contradicting himself. It's real easy to catch Jermall Charlo up in some shit, man. Which is exactly why he need a publicist. You know what I'm saying? Exactly why he needs somebody to talk to him, a third party intermediary or some shit, a translator. He need a motherfucking translator. You know what I'm saying? All that damn babbling. He need a translator. For real, for real. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up, man. Shit, man. If you haven't already, y'all make sure y'all subscribe to the channel, man. Y'all make sure y'all like the video, all that shit, man. You know, hopefully we get some of these fights we looking for. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully we get some of these fights we're looking for at middleweight. Because right now it's looking pretty pathetic. You know, dudes in positions not fighting the people that they're supposed to be fighting. And it's really getting sickening. You know what I'm saying? Mango Drew 07 says, I still can't believe Jermall parakeet, horrible fighter about Andrade again, sitting there with a busted eye leaking and shit. He be killing me. Thousands facts, Mango, man. Dude, eye swole up, mouth bloodied up. He got blood clots in his nose over here pulling Canelo dick, talking about terrible fighter. You know how fucking weak that shit is, dog? That's some real weak ass shit, man. It's real weak on Charlo behalf, bro. He looks so weak doing that shit, dog. You know, because you know what it was. I think he realized how weak he was looking when they first of all when they asked him about Charlo, when they asked him about Andrade, he immediately when Andrade name come out, he immediately sounds weak and looks weak. You know what I'm saying? He immediately comes off as weak. So I think he realized mid sentence. He was like, man, I look weak. I got to say something to bring this shit back. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like that was his thinking in that moment. I got to say some shit to bring this shit back. And that's when he came up with the horrible fighter thing, you know? Your shit was weak as fuck, man. Your shit was weak as fuck. Chance 99 in the building says Charlo has ADS, Android Disarrangement Syndrome. Shit. Shit, man. He gonna need to find a cure to that motherfucker, man, because Canelo ain't fighting him. Triple G ain't fighting him. So either he's gonna reign he's gonna just hold on to that WBC belt for the next 10 years and keep finding Montiels, or he's gonna fight Andrade. You know what I'm saying? For real. I'm trying to tell you. Either he's gonna reign or just he need to, man, just go up, man. Do something, man. Do something. We all know at this point you're not gonna fight Andrade. We know it. Just move up, man. Get up out the division, bro. You know, but he ain't gonna do that either because he realizes killer's waiting for him at 168. He know Benavidez is up there waiting for him at 168. You know, shit, Danny Jacobs. Hey, how many of y'all remember he ain't even want that Danny Jacobs smoke? Dude ain't even trying to fight Danny Jacobs. So how we talking about him fighting Demetrius Andrade and he don't even want to fight Danny Jacobs? Y'all don't remember how Danny Jacobs pulled up on that man in the hallway and how that man was looking shit? Hold on, man. Let me pull up that video. Hold on. We about to take this shit to another level, man. Hold on, bro. Hold on a second. Danny Jacobs pulled up on this man. This dude don't even want to fight Danny Jacobs. He don't even want to fight Danny Jacobs. How we talking about him fighting Andrade, but he don't even want to fight Danny Jacobs? He let Danny Jacobs do this shit to him. Hold on.
Jermall, any message to Centeno?
Nah, no message to Centeno.
All right.
Get well.
I seen you retweet what Jacob said about you on Twitter, man.
I'm looking for him right now.
He was there too, man.
Yeah, I know. Tried that in New York. I know, man.
So look at this dude talking a whole lot of shit, man. Just as Jermall Charlo does. Talking a whole lot of shit. Cash money shit. Keep watching.
Jermall, any message to Centeno?
Nah, no message to Centeno.
All right.
Get well. I'm really like, I'm back to the old me. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. Like,
Hold on. So the old dude talking a whole lot of shit, man. Just as Jermall Charlo. Hold up. Talking a whole lot of shit. Cash money shit. Keep watching.
Jermall, any message to Centeno?
nah, no message to Centeno.
All right.
Get well. I'm really like, I'm back to the old me. You know what I mean? So,
Hold on. God damn. Okay, that's goddamn. Had to mute that. All right, we back.
where you at? I'm in Brooklyn.
Yeah, you out here looking for Danny Jacobs.
Wherever they at. I'm about to start to get on my Shannon the Cannon shit.
Okay.
So look at this man talking all this shit, bro. Talking about Shannon the Cannon shit. And first of all, he made a comment talking about he got to get back to the old him. So hold on, you got to get back to the old you. So but let's talk about that new you. Does that mean if the old you was somebody that wanted to fight nobody, that mean the new you ain't want to fight nobody? That's pretty much what you said in that comment, Jermall. But here you go talking cash money shit. But let's see what happens.
So you're gonna pull the Sean Porter too, and
Nah, I just want to know what's up. Like,
all right, I feel you. Yeah.
you know what I mean? Feel some type of way. Let's get it on. Like, let's get this Centeno fight.
Just over.
Man,
Now
let's-
you heard him. He say he want to skip Centeno. Let's skip the Centeno fight. Okay.
That's a fight that's
I got it
already
in my
won.
blood. You know what I mean? BK. But yeah, man. I'm with it, man. I ain't dodging nobody. I ain't never ran from nobody. So it is what it is. Jacobs want to fight, let's fight. You feel like that, man? Let's skip this Centeno fight. You ain't got to take your next fight either. They think my opponent is whatever he is, and they think his opponent is. Well, let's skip that shit. Let's get to the bag.
Charlo, respect to you that you're saying that you would take fights back to back to back if you had to every 2 to 3 weeks. Like,
Bro, I mean, I don't gotta suffer to make no weight. I ain't taking no punishment. You know, shout out to every boxer that's out here in the world, man. They fight for a living, fight for a reason. I'm here, man, but ain't nobody gonna be walking around with my name in their mouth. I'm about that shit. Like, you
Nobody gonna be walking around with your, bro. Andre had your name in his mouth. What you talking about? What? Jermall Charlo, man. Hey, this dude, like I said, he don't need to speak. He need to just not speak, bro. Like that dude next to him, he need to do all the talking for Jermall. Cause both of them is like that, man. They got like mouth diarrhea, man. Nothing that they say is constructive or productive for their career at all. You know what I'm saying? Just straight mouth vomit. You know what I mean? Like, listen to this dude running his mouth. Now, let's look at the tune about to change in a minute. Watch.
Fight, let's fight.
You got that contract on HBO. You go to HBO.
I go to HBO. I go to the UK. I say, Eddie Hearns, what up? Man, I got the best manager in the world. They gonna make that shit happen. Trust me. I'm with it.
You guys both Al Heyman still, right? He says he's
it don't matter. I'm with it. We both Al Heyman, whatever. Man, look, I'm not here to discuss another man. You know what I mean? It's about me, my show. When the mind meet up with the physical ability, that's when you in your prime. That's where I'm at right now in my life. And look, it is what it is. I ain't worried about what they talking about. Let's get it. You want to fight me? Let's fight.
Jermall, I asked you the other day on the conference call if when you hear things like, oh, he's got to earn his way into this division, you know, he hasn't fought anybody, do you think that's code for we don't want to fight you?
Nah. There you go. Nah, it ain't that you gotta earn your way in the division.
Look how he's trying to continue the conversation. Nah, you supposed to be fixed on him.
Oh, I came at the perfect time.
At the perfect goddamn time. You already know.
I'm just trying to figure out. You doing your shit at 160 with?
I'm just trying to figure out what we're doing, because you want to fight me, we both got fights. No, it's all love. That's my man.
We can skip the shit.
Let him talk. I'm just trying to figure out, like, what we doing. We gonna play back and forth or Twitter, like.
He said go to HBO.
I do whatever you want to do.
Ducking you to go on HBO?
No.
Bro, you ain't even touching M yet. I'm touching M's. That's why I made my way
I
to
get
HBO.
It. I get that.
I know you're gonna or probably get it.
You don't know what I'm touching.
But don't say.
You don't know what I'm touching.
I know what you're touching.
I ain't never said you duck. I ain't never said you duck.
I know what you're touching, baby.
I ain't never said you duck me. They asked if you want to fight Danny, why not?
They said,
why not? He wanted a big name.
I was going to
They said she
Road
said.
runner.
They said
Road runner. That's what I'm talking about.
What's up?
Because you don't need to go back and forth.
We ain't got to go back.
You know I'm not.
You skip your opponent, I skip yours. You skip your opponent.
You skip yours, we skip ours.
Hey, y'all don't want
I just want to make it clear, because I'm hearing people saying you saying pull up.
There was a level of humility and humbleness that went into the way he's talking now at this point. He went from we got to fight now. Now it's like, you know, now he way more humble at this point. You know what I'm saying? And how come this fight ain't happen after this? You know what I mean?
I don't know what that means. All right, so we take care of old boy. I already know. You know what I'm saying? You know, y'all both got two irrelevant ass. Because you know my rap shit. You know what I'm about. Okay. You know what. How about y'all both skip y'all fight? Don't shake this, you know.
You know. I'm just there with it, man. You know what I mean? I'm just there with it. All we got is a whole bunch of talking, no fucking fighting. You know what I'm saying? Mango Juice 07 said you can put a trap beat when he talking like boom, hot single trapping. For real, man. For real, man. Dude do all this barking, man, all this talking, man. As soon as somebody call him out, as soon as somebody pull up on him, man, it's some other shit. It's some other shit. You know, all this rapping, but you know, let's make the fight happen. You know, and what Andre said, they say everything except let's make the fight happen next. You know what I'm saying? You know. So that's my only thing about it, man. You know, these with Jermall Charlo, man. Dude got a track record of just capping. You know what I'm saying? Dude got a track record of just capping, man, and it is what it is, man. You know, I'm hoping that dude just moves up, moves that something, man, something. He turned to Drake when Jacobs pull up. Yeah, man. dude don't want no type of smoke, man. Like what? You know, that face he had when, man, I ain't even gonna do it, man. But dude, Jermall, man, I don't know about this dude, man. When cherry picking goes wrong, that's the title of the video, man. When cherry picking goes wrong, bro. I'm trying to tell you. 99 says Charlo said he wouldn't fight David Benavidez because he was under 25, so he wants to fight dudes at catch age. At a catch age. Oh Lord. Dude, man, the excuses just pile up, man. The excuses just pile up, bro. Like a clogged up fucking sink, dog. The excuses pile up like a landfill, man. Just trash on top of trash. Dude, just a new excuse for every tough fight, you know? I don't even know. Honestly, man, I'm starting to question whether Jermall even wants to fight Canelo. I'm starting to question that a little bit, bro. I know he want to fight Canelo, but I'm starting to question it. I think he just kind of one of them dudes that's just cool with just kind of coasting, man, collecting the check and keeping it pushing. Which, you know, I mean, I can't knock it per se. As if I'm Jermall, I can't really knock it. But as a boxing fan, it's some bullshit. I wish he would just either give up the belt or just get the fuck out of the division. You know what I mean? Because he's really holding up the division, man. You stopping dudes who want to unify the division, who want to actually make these big fights. You stopping them from getting shit popping. There's no doubt in my mind that if Andrade could fight Triple G and fight Charlo and unify the division, there's no doubt in my mind that he would do it. There's no doubt in my mind. He would definitely make those fights happen. There's no doubt in my mind that Terrence Crawford, if he could fight Earl Spence, if he could fight Keith Thurman, if he could fight those dudes and become undisputed, there's no doubt in my mind that he would do it. There's no doubt in my mind. There's no doubt in my mind that Devin Haney, if he could fight Teofimo Lopez, he could fight Lomachenko, he could fight him in that order, back to back, and become undisputed in that division. There's no doubt in my mind that would happen. You know, but you have dudes in the division that, and it's crazy to me. It's crazy to me because, you know, their fans, a lot of their fans, they like Canelo fans. Canelo fans are the craziest fucking fans right now. One of the craziest fans, you know, and Canelo fans believe that Canelo could beat everybody handily. You know what I'm saying? Canelo knocks out everybody. Oh, Andre wants to fight Canelo. Oh, Canelo knocks him out easy, right? That's how a lot of Canelo fans feel like, right? But it's like, y'all feel that way about Canelo, but why Canelo don't feel that way? You know what I'm saying? Like, why is Canelo not that confident? Why is Charlo not as confident as his fans are? Why is Earl Spence not as confident as his fans are? You know what I'm saying? You know, Mango Juice 07 says just one more bad performance, as you said, King, and then and only then Canelo sends the offer. Facts. I'm trying to tell you, man. You need at least 2 bad fights for Canelo, bro. He ain't gonna fight you because the one bad fight could be a fluke, so he ain't gonna fuck with that. He needs a track record of a few bad fights in order for him. Like you see Billy Joe Saunders. Billy Joe Saunders had 2 bad fights before Canelo fought him. Canelo didn't just fight him. Canelo saw 2 bad fights. Canelo saw Billy Joe Saunders trending down. And then not only did Billy Joe Saunders have 2 bad fights, but he had 2 bad fights versus dudes that first of all, he shouldn't even been in the ring with in the first fucking place. Martin Murray, who's like over 40, was one of his opponents. You know what I'm saying? So you need a track record of bad fights for somebody like Canelo to jump in the ring with you. You know. But you know, these dudes, man, they just hold up the division, man, and it just sucks, bro. It just really sucks. That part of boxing just really sucks, man. You know, and just like I was saying before, man, you know, this is why, to me, real boxing fans are always going to support the warriors, the dudes who you know are going to go out of their way to fight the best competition. Okay. I was never a fan of Deontay Wilder, but I like Deontay Wilder now. You know why I like Deontay Wilder? Because I know that Deontay Wilder is gonna go out of his way to fight the best competition out there. I know that if he's champion, he's gonna live up to the name of champion. You know what I'm saying? I like Devin Haney because I know Devin Haney is gonna go out of his way to fight the best competition out there. He's gonna live up to the name of champion. I like Shakur Stevenson because I know Shakur Stevenson's gonna go out of his way to fight the best competition out there. No ifs, ands, or buts. I like Terrence Crawford because I know Terrence Crawford is gonna go out of his way to fight the best competition out there. No questions asked. I like Demetrius Andrade because I know Demetrius Andrade is gonna go out of his way to fight the best competition out there. Period. You know, as for right now, I can say the same thing about David Benavidez. You know, Arthur Beterbiev. There are a few fighters out there who I know are going to go out of their way to fight the best competition out there, no questions asked. You know, but these dudes that a lot of dudes celebrate and put up on this pedestal, these are dudes that have all the opportunities to fight the best competition out there, but choose not to. So I don't get how anyone as a boxing fan can respect that. I don't see how you could support a fighter who you can see is noticeably avoiding fighters. You know what I'm saying? I would not rock with Andrade or Terrence Crawford or Devin Haney if I felt like they was ducking. You know? I couldn't rock with some shit like that. You know? But I guess it's just, you know, I guess I'm just a different breed as a boxing fan altogether, man. That's all there is to it, man. You know what I'm saying? But I'm about to wrap this motherfucker up, man. I appreciate y'all for joining me out here, man. You know what I'm saying, in the motherfucking building, man. Again, shout out Miami-Dade County, Florida. That's the crib. Shout out Houston, Texas. I know my dude G Park in the building. Shout you out, G Park. Shout out Mango Juice 07 in the building. Chance 99. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you subscribe, but make sure you subscribe to the channel, man. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate y'all for joining your boy out here, man. I'm not gonna make it that long before I'm up over here doing that live again. It's been a little minute since I done went live, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I'm gonna holler at y'all, man. Till next time, man. Peace.